One night, this woman passed out drunk at the entrance of an apartment. As she was about to take off her clothes and fall asleep naked, she was suddenly lifted up by a stranger.
No!
Startled, the woman immediately called the police, but when officers arrived at the scene, she ended up kneeling down and apologizing to the man instead, because it turned out, this wasn't her apartment at all, it was her neighbor's home. The truth was, Nina had a habit of getting lost after drinking. Every time she got drunk, she would accidentally wander into her neighbor's apartment, and each time, the neighbor never blamed her, quietly escorting her back upstairs. After realizing what had happened, Nina was mortified. Thankfully, the neighbor was kind, and chose not to make an issue out of it. Before leaving, Nina apologized repeatedly, and even asked if he'd like to grab a drink together sometime.
You wouldn't happen to be going out of town and need someone to look after your place for like a whole month or so?
No way.
A month later, Nina deliberately went to his place again to formally apologize.
Please, sir, accept this fish without asking questions.
The gift she brought looked unsettling, but the neighbor calmly accepted it anyway. At the moment the door opened and closed, Bobby suddenly sensed something off. Drawing on his experience as a chef, he realized the apartment was filled with the smell of decay, the unmistakable odor of a corpse. Although Nina noticed the smell too, she didn't think much of it at the time. Later, back at the radio station, Mary received a strange fax from a listener. The message described a dead girlfriend returning as a ghost for revenge. At first, Nina assumed it was just a prank, but when she noticed the sender's name, the neighbor, and recalled the corpse-like smell from his apartment, she realized it might be real. Before long, Mary and Nina went straight to the neighbor's place. They rang the doorbell.
Somebody help!
The man who answered, John, looked visibly exhausted and unwell. After learning why they were there, he let them inside. When the inner room door was opened, they were horrified to see the walls covered with talismans, charms, and crosses meant to ward off evil. John, pale and worn down, claimed that his girlfriend's ghost was about to appear. The very next second, something unnatural began happening inside the room. Thick black liquid started dripping continuously from the ceiling. Watching John spiral into hysteria, Nina was deeply shaken. John explained that Anna had been his first love. They once went on a hot spring trip together, but never went any further. Eventually, unable to hold back any longer, John suggested they go deep into the mountains to finally take their relationship to the next level. Just as things were about to happen, John suddenly lost consciousness. When he was later rescued, Anna had completely vanished. John believed it was his fault, that he had caused Anna's death and brought her vengeful spirit upon himself. Nina, however, didn't believe a word of it. She decided to deal with the situation the physical way, climbing into the ceiling crawl space. She nearly died of fright. Inside, she discovered 6 plastic bags, their combined size roughly matching that of a human body. Convinced that John had committed murder, Nina immediately called the police. John was quickly taken away. However, the next day, there was no news at all about a dismemberment case, because the bags turned out to contain nothing but lamb meat. After further investigation, it was discovered that the bags had actually fallen from Nina's own apartment upstairs.
In a way, I'm innocent in all of this.
Innocent?
Oh, she is so guilty.
100%.